वेलकम बैक। आप देख रहे हैं एट क्यू। न्यूयॉर्क टाइम्स ने पाकिस्तान एडिशन शुरू किया, न्यूज़ वीक मैगजीन ने शुरू किया, और अब मिडल ईस्ट का एक सबसे बड़ा जो अंग्रेजी अखबार है अरब न्यूज़, जो जद्दा से 1975 से निकलता है, वो अपना पाकिस्तान एडिशन इस हफ्ते लॉन्च कर दिया है। मिनिस्टर ऑफ डिफेंस खुर्रम दस्तगीर खान साहब वहाँ पे मेहमान खुसूसी थे। ये बहुत अहम है। ये पाकिस्तान एडिशन जो है, मतलब मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ कि हमारी मिडल ईस्ट, हमारा जो मीडिया है, हमारे ब्यूरो ऑफिसेस दुनिया भर में, सिर्फ मिडल ईस्ट नहीं दुनिया भर में, हमारे खित्ते के जो अहम ममालिक हैं सब में होने चाहिए। अनफॉर्चुनेटली अभी तक हमारे मीडिया में वो चीज़ें, लेकिन इंटरनेशनल मीडिया पाकिस्तान में इंटरेस्ट लेता है। अरब न्यूज़ ग्लोबल एक्सपेंशन कर रहा है, लंदन दुबई इंटरनेशनली ऑफिस खोल रहे हैं, लेकिन उस ग्लोबल एक्सपेंशन का जो पहला स्टेशन है वो पाकिस्तान है, इस्लामाबाद। और ये जो लोगो है 1975 में, ये पाकिस्तानी ने, एक पाकिस्तानी डिजाइनर ने डिजाइन किया था, अरब न्यूज़ जो है। तो इस पे आज बात करते हैं। मेरे साथ एक खास मेहमान है आज स्टूडियो में। पाकिस्तान में जो पाकिस्तान एडिशन है, इसको जो चला रहे हैं वो पूरे एशिया के जो ब्यूरो चीफ हैं, यंग सहाफ़ी हैं। पाकिस्तान का उनका बड़ा ज़बरदस्त तजुर्बा है, बड़ा एक्सपीरियंस है पाकिस्तान के अंदर। बकर अतियानी मेरे साथ स्टूडियो में। थोड़ा सा इस पे हम बात करते हैं, और थोड़ा सा ज़ाहिर है मेरी बात तो समझ रहे हैं उर्दू के अंदर, लेकिन सारी बात जो है हम वो अंग्रेजी में करेंगे। सो थैंक यू वेरी मच बकर अतियानी फॉर गिविंग मी योर टाइम। एंड सो दिस इज अ अमेजिंग वेंचर. You have amazing experience in Pakistan for many years, but also you're looking at all of Asia, you're looking at Korea, you're looking at East Asia. What are you trying to achieve with this Pakistan edition?
Well, first of all, the plan of Arab News to expand was there for the past year and a half. When we started thinking of where to go first, we thought the best place is Pakistan.
Why?
When you look at Arab News, first of all, Arab News is very much connected with Pakistan. In fact, the pioneers who lead the first edition of Pakistan, in fact, the logo you can see right now was made by a Pakistani. Oh. So Pakistan and Arab News are very much connected since the newspaper was established in 1975. Two, the readers, the audience for this newspaper are mostly from this region. Three, we thought that, we believe in fact, that relations between Pakistan and the Middle East are needs to be not redefined, but in fact to be strengthened more by bringing Arab News to Pakistan, by starting the expansion. In fact, it's not only expansion in Asia, it's our first expansion globally.
Globally.
So you begin with Pakistan. The plan is globally.
Amazing.
And we thought Pakistan.
And where else do you have internationally? Do you have offices?
Offices.
I mean, you have in London.
Offices we do have in London. We are working on a bureau in Washington, and we have in Dubai, of course, the headquarters that is in Jeddah.
But of course, the owner of Arab News is a very well-known Saudi journalist. He's had very good connection with Pakistan. I've seen him for many years, of course, contributing and being interviewed in our media.
Indeed. So everything comes under this plan.
So it's really not commercial. Is it commercial? I mean, when you begin with Pakistan, your global expansion, is it for commercial considerations, or is it news considerations?
Well, it's a news consideration, but I believe we can also generate some revenue out of that
as well.
Yes.
Oh, it's amazing. So when you establish a Pakistan edition, what does this mean? I mean, does it mean we will be seeing lots of Pakistani journalists collaborating with your own journalists in London and in Jeddah and in Dubai? How is it going to work? It's really very fascinating.
Well, I think what we are trying to do now is to bring its two ways relation, Pakistan perspective to the Middle East, and Middle East perspective to Pakistan. More news from Pakistan, more local news from Pakistan. At the same time, more news from the Middle East, bringing the news from the Middle East to Pakistan from our own eyes, not from the international media's eyes.
That's key. That's a very excellent point. And I was looking at your website, arabnews.pk, a really very amazing selection of stories, I mean, in such a short time. About you, Bakr, because you bring your personal touch also to this thing. I know you've spent, I don't know exactly how many years, but you've spent a long time in Pakistan, I think. And how many years?
Well, I've spent almost 12 years based in Pakistan. I was also covering Asia. That was before 2012.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I've covered almost main or
So
major
and
developments.
so
in
you
the
know
country.
Pakistan very well. I mean, inside out. You need.
Yeah, I can claim so.
You can claim so.
Yeah.
And 2012, I think that's the year when I think you went to interview. I remember you were the bureau chief of Al Arabiya channel here in Islamabad. And I remember I walked into the studio in Islamabad and I was about to give a short interview to the Al Arabiya English channel. And you were leaving actually that night to the Philippines.
Indeed.
And after that, you had a very difficult personal ordeal. Tell us about that.
Well, that was in June 2016 when I went for an interview, to do a documentary about the Muslims of Mindanao, southern Philippines.
Abu Sayyaf group?
Yeah, so part of the documentary was to meet one of the leaders of Abu Sayyaf group in Sulu Island, southern Philippines.
Yes. Is that a terrorist organization? I mean, is it considered?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's classified as a terrorist organization.
Yeah.
Things went wrong, and I was kidnapped, and I stayed there for like 18 months as a hostage.
18 months as a
Yeah.
hostage. 18 months, almost 1 year and a half.
Year and a half, yes.
So that must have been very difficult.
Well, it's really a tough experience, no doubt. I mean, to spend 18 months in the hands of militants who threaten you every morning that you might be killed. And they actually show you this by taking out their machetes, or they use the guns, fire near to your feet or your
They threatened to
head.
kill you.
Well, that was every day.
Why did they kidnap you? I mean, why? You went there to bring their voice to the world, to make a documentary, and they kidnap you. Why?
That's what I thought, that I need to bring everyone's voice to talk about the conflict in Mindanao. But
And you're a Muslim, they're Muslims, and you know...
that doesn't matter for them. The group is known of kidnapping for money, so it has nothing to do with
They make
other-
money out of this.
Yes, it's all about
So
business.
how were you released, I mean?
It's really a long story, but I can shorten it by saying, luckily I was able to manage to befriend some of them, and then with a negotiator who was outside, we were able to buy some of them, and they helped me to escape. I mean, it took me more than
When you
6
say
months
buy,
of
you
planning
mean they were
this.
paid some money
Some of them, in order to help me, in order to come out of
to
the
come
place.
out,
Yeah,
and they let you go then.
yeah. So they allowed
Very
me
difficult.
to escape, so I left.
So I'm sorry. I know that after you were released from Mindanao, from Philippines, obviously you went to see your family in Jordan, and you were in
Right.
Amman, and you stayed there. I thought you will not come back to journalism, but you did.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah. Well, first of all, really, I love and enjoy my profession, and in fact, you know, this experience made me believe more in journalism, and I believe it's really a noble profession, a noble job, to bring facts to people, to help people to understand what's happening. It's indeed a noble job. So this experience, in fact, made me to believe more in what I'm doing.
That's great, amazing. Tell me, before we conclude, about the opening here, the launching ceremony. It was really great, and we had the defense minister, one of the young politicians, and I normally say young politicians in Pakistan, a great guy, basically. And so this was a good day or a good event for the media industry in Pakistan to meet you as well and your team, and it was really great. Tell me about your experience of that night.
Well, I think it was a successful launch. Currently, we are not, we don't have really a physical presence in Pakistan, but soon we'll be applying, and we'll get, once we get our license, then we'll have a setup here in Pakistan, and we are really looking forward to work from Pakistan. The welcoming we have seen really, and when the Minister of Defense himself came and was our chief guest, really this had really give us a real boost. That really, yeah, we are welcomed, and we are happy that to work from Pakistan, and I believe we are going to bring something really different. And I always say we are here to complete and also to compete.
Yeah, I always say that you're one of the Arab Pakistanis, or Pakistani Arabs, I don't know which way to put it, because of the long time you spent here. In fact, you played a very crucial role in those 12 years that you were here in conveying Pakistan's image to the Middle East. A lot of people here don't know this, but you were working for some of the most watched platforms in the Gulf and the Middle East, and you conveyed all of that, you know. So it's really, you've done a tremendous job, as a matter of fact. Before you go, I know you have a one-line message in Urdu,
right,
that you would like to convey. Can we hear it?
Well, yeah, excuse my Urdu maybe. Well, I think it's Arabi News مشرقي وسطى or Pakistan के दरमियान हल्का वصل बनेगा. I hope it's correct. I don't know.
It's wonderful. Arab News, Mashriq Wustar, Pakistan ke darmiyan halqa wasl banega. So I think it was quite clear. It was quite clear. Thank you very much, and good luck, Bakr, in your work. And it's an amazing work. And as a journalist, I know that I'll be watching it very closely, because it's really very important that Pakistan be connected to the important regions around it. ये था आज का प्रोग्राम. अगले हफ्ते मुलाकात होगी. अल्लाह हाफ़िज़.